What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. MG. Thursday, November 13th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day. Is it? Yeah, it's fine. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host to the house, Tyler. Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm good. We are speed running the It's So Over, We're So Back cycles. Right before the show, we legged up over 103.
Insane.
Brief dopamine hit of euphoria, and then we're already retracing it. But actually, a lot of news yesterday. It had been a pretty quiet week, but actually a big uptick in the past day. So we actually have quite a bit to get into.
I was convinced that we'd open big with the U.S. reopening. Still TBD, to be confirmed. It's not like we'll see.
Yeah, it's early.
It's early, but I was convinced that today was going to be kind of a nice little squeeze to the upwards. Could still happen. But we'll see what happens on that front. So markets. Let me post the video link as well. Markets. News. There's a lot of news going on right now. And then markets news. We have the team of Pump Party coming on to chat, social trading, etc. YEET giveaways. So we're gonna give some money away again, as usual. Every single day we give money away to one lucky listener, one lucky viewer. And then this show is powered by Wallet Connect. Eigencloud. Eigencloud, built on EigenLayer's security, extends crypto-grade verifiability to any application, from AI agents to prediction markets to on-chain games. Build anything, verify everything. Wallet Connect powers billions in monthly volumes across wallets, apps, users, and institutions. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto, is recognizable as Visa checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram, stay ahead of what's next. And then last but not least, of our beloved show sponsors, Walrus. What if you could actually trust your data? Walrus is the developer platform that makes it possible to learn more. Visit walrus.xyz. It looks like our favorite autistic quant is in the stew, taking his 20 million vitamins that he takes every single day and supplements. You're gonna have to run us through that, Mando.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
How you doing, man?
Everyone.
How you doing?
I have to admit, this is the first time I'm looking at the market for about 4 or 5 hours, so I haven't really been paying that much attention.
Don't worry, there's nothing to pay attention to, dude.
Yeah, it kind of tells you where stuff's at. Someone said in the chat we're ripping. I was like, oh, maybe we've been bouncing, and then I just checked now, and it just feels like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Of the altcoins that felt strong, Pump kind of rugged, Asta's kind of rugged. World Liberty still up there, looking okay, but it's not looking good out there for altcoins right now. Hyperliquid obviously had that event happen yesterday, so that one's kind of dipped down below 39 now, which isn't a great look. But Bitcoin is at 103K roughly. We'll round up, because why the fuck not? And we are holding on for hopefully another weekly close above 103K, but if not Goblin Town, no.
There's the second largest oratory in the world is in Montreal, Mando, and there's this thing, I think you can do it in Portugal at Fatima Church, where the middle staircase, you can only go up with your knees and do a prayer on each stair, and
Right.
I'm considering doing that in the snow.
Right. I think we need it. If I'm honest, I think we need it.
You know, as a good Christian man that I am now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's important that one of us goes and prays, because it's not looking good. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the timeline, I don't know, I was talking to Wiz this morning. He was like, timeline's still really bullish. We can go lower. I guess I have a different timeline than Wiz does, because my timeline is like, either turbo bearish, like on some levels of bearish, like calling 55K, or like even the people I consider good traders I follow are like, yeah, boys, like this is not looking great. So they're not bearish, but they're not, they're like, okay, this is not really good. We hit 100K 4 times. It's true that towards the upside we don't pump a lot, but we're also not really breaking down either. So how do you feel about that? It's like such a weird place.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like we're still doing okay. The fact that sentiment is this bad, I mean, I say the same thing every day, but the fact that sentiment is this bad and we're still at this sort of level is the most bullish thing about the market right now.
Okay.
Like, how much worse can sentiment get?
I mean, it's fear and greed index is at 15, so I'm not sure it can get much lower. I mean, I guess there's 0.
That's what I mean. I just feel as though de-risking crypto is kind of happening from where I can see it. So I think that's bullish. Yeah, the charts don't look amazing, but they are also holding up pretty well with really bad sentiment. So this isn't a bear market, right? Like Bitcoin's at $102,500.
I mean, it's a bear market if you calculate alts, no? Or no?
I mean, if you count total 3, or like just total, for example, total crypto market cap, we're still at, where are we? 3.5? To put it into perspective, at the last bear market, we went down to like, let me have a look. It must be just above 1, right?
So total is at $959 billion.
No, not total 3. Sorry, I meant total. Total crypto market cap is around 3.4. Yeah. To put in perspective, wow. In 2023, that went down to 750.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. Whoa.
So we were all here doing this show at 750. So if you're going to try and tell me that this is like a bear market, it's not. We're not even close to where we were in April, which was at 2.5. So you see, like, there's a big disparity here between
but the
what's really a bear market and the right, exactly, which is what's so bullish about all
You're
this.
talking about 2023. So wait, hold on. Let's go back to this. Actually, this was, let's say, between June 2022 to about October 2023, and then the sentiment June 2022. Okay, it was at 7, fear and greed, but that was like peak, like June 2022, and then it was around 7, and then it kept going towards the 20. So it was where it is here. So it's here. We're pretty much the same level of fear as when total was at 700 mil.
Basically.
Yeah. Right, Ty? Like even then, like it hit 7 for 1 week, but that was like the mega, like that's when ETH went to, actually June 2022 is when ETH went to $800.
Yeah, I was looking at this last night, and I mean the most recent time was in March. We briefly sub below this. We bottomed like 3 weeks later. It's kind of where I feel that we're at, roughly, just kind of finger in the air, swag guess right now, and it's in line with the overall thesis that higher for longer cycle with 20 to 30% pullbacks along the way, and we're in the pullback, and sucks day to day. But fear and greed at 15 with Bitcoin at 103, if you zoom out, is really not that bad.
So what's, if we exclude Bitcoin, that would be total 3, I guess. We're about a little sub 1 trillion. It's still not that bad, I guess, either, right? This is excluding Bitcoin and ETH. We're at 960. Where did that go to? That went to 300. $300 billion. We're hanging in there. So what do we think? Like, this is just gonna chop forever, and then it's gonna, like, is this gonna resolve one way or another? Like, What are we doing?
I don't think you can be that bearish. Is basically what I'm trying to get at.
I
You know,
don't.
how, like, you feel really bad. Like everyone wants you to feel really bearish. This is just the fallacy of your own brain, and that you should be the most bearish at the highs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, you shouldn't be, even though your brain is telling you every day, like, oh, it's so fucking terrible. It's definitely not time to be max bearish. You can still be bearish, but you should have been max bearish 124K. So you're sitting somewhere between max bearish and not bearish at all, right?
In this range.
And bullish, okay?
Yeah.
And you've got to judge where you are. And the market sentiment indicators are telling you we're at max bearish. So, as in, like, sorry, the sentiment's so low. So that would make you think that you should be bullish in that scenario. You should be. I do continue to think that we will chop for the rest of this month, but like it's sort of thing where like one good headline can really have an impact right now, you know.
But these headlines are here though, right? Like we have. Okay, I mean we'll get to them in a bit. Like, what kind of headline would you expect here? China's been resolved. Government literally opened last night. Like today is open. In the words of the White House, we are so back. What kind of headlines would that require? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I thought it would be the opening of the economy, if I'm honest. That happened, and no one cared. So now I think the next key thing that would happen would be the Fed. It would be the Fed.
And that's why we're going to chop for the next 3 weeks, because guess what? It's a coin flip now.
Oh,
perfect. That's even better. That's better.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Whoa. 53.47, huh?
I said this a few weeks ago. Everyone laughs about my bank teller at Chase. I say my guy at Chase says they don't think they're going to cut, and it was at 70%.
Tyler's teller needs to be a segment. Gold.
Gold's hitting new all-time highs at the moment. So Tyler's, maybe he is the sage.
Fuck.
My teller knows, man.
What does Tyler's teller know? Yeah, Tyler's teller needs to be a segment. Does he want to come on the show 5 minutes a month? If he's allowed,
I'll hit him up. Yeah.
We should have a bunch of we should have a segment. It's like one day a week where we invite literally proper normies, like people who don't even have a Twitter account. You know what I mean? Because you don't want them to have. Because sometimes you get the best advice from people that are not on here, like Aiden Ross calling the absolute mega giga top of Solana on stream because he doesn't have exposure to this economy here, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say we should get someone from TradFi because crypto is so intertwined with TradFi now, which was I was bringing.
I'm talking people have nothing to do with their space.
Clear, this is not just a random person on the street who's.
No, people have no opinion. Like sometimes the randomest people will be the most right.
Yeah.
You know, someone's really in the trenches. Maybe we go to the trenches and pick someone up. You know what I mean? Like the actual living trenches. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to come up with new segments here during this the next so when's the next Fed?
Early December.
The next Fed meeting is December 9th and 10th. So December 10th is when
earlier. So we've got a month. Yeah. So I mean maybe that's the Santa Rally catalyst right there.
Thanksgiving into the Fed meeting, into Santa Rally that lasts until March, and then we sail off to sunset. Is that
That's
what
what
you're
I'm hoping.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just still going to I'm still gonna hope for that. What is the chat thing? Someone's saying bring a local Chase Bank, bro. Yes, yeah, like someone like this, like someone like that. Find
Well, you
someone.
have to remember our crypto is narrative follows price. So if the price starts going higher, we will create a narrative about why it's going higher.
You're right. Of course. Someone's saying find someone in the streets of Philly. Yeah, we can. We can send KBM to do some Philadelphia reporting. You know, he's from there, right? So we can find someone. We go to an Eagles game and we interview people there. How's that? Or we'll send Tyler to like a Chicago Bulls game.
I was just at one on Monday, but I wasn't polling the audience, so that's where I.
You should have pulled that interview the Spurs. They're sponsored by Ledger. That would have been a. Oh my, Mando eating good. Yeah, what's Mando eating today?
Pokey today.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Anyways, so not much on the market, y'all. Kind of like stagnant here. We're 102.5. Ethereum's still 34-ish. So that Ethereum's, kind of been chilling at that $3,400 mark. Solana, not too great, 155. And we don't even have to go really next to the on the alts side. Pardon?
Zeke is back. 500.
Zcash is back. $500, right?
Balaji is leaning in now. So you had Naval, then Mert. Maybe Balaji, maybe Naval and Mert were kind of the same time. And now Balaji is doing podcasts with Mert and giving his pitch that now privacy is the next 8-year meta for overall crypto.
These guys tend to be right a lot. So
and the way to play that is not on perps on hyperliquid on 20x leverage. It is to tuck away some spot.
Yeah.
Stack Zats.
Yeah. Zats. Stack Zats, y'all. That's usually the way. Because Bitcoin whales continue to dump on us. I saw one of them just sold like another $1.5 billion bag yesterday. How dare he? I saw someone shame him on the timeline. This is the state of the market, guys. Not only everything's way slower, but I saw someone yesterday on the timeline shame a Bitcoin whale for making $1 billion. Did you guys see that?
Sounds right.
Look at that. Whale worth 1.5.
Trenches.
Well, State of the Trenches is this tweet here. Whale sold $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin bought 15 years ago. Costly mistake a few years from now. Who needs to sell it all? $100 million was not enough. Guys out and BTC is still above 100K. We're not bullish enough.
So good.
What a tweet. Like this is November 2025 in a screenshot right there, boys.
It's part of my thesis about crypto in general, though, is that I think we will reinvent this in like 10 to 15 years, Like if Bitcoin does a 10x and then you just have some OG just dumping like $100 billion and everyone else just has to eat it, eventually people are just going to be like, let's just do something else. Like Zcash kind of feels a little bit like that now, right? Where it's like, we're going to run it back. And this is the new narrative. Do you know what I'm basically saying? Is that like,
yeah,
there comes a point where it's like, fuck you. And instead of boomers all making it easy by owning houses, Zoomers or what are they? Like Gen X now, but is it Gen Y, the next one?
I have no idea what Gen X is.
Hey, we might be running it back to Alpha.
Oh, we're back to A? So wait, Mando, your kids are Gen A, born 2010 to 2024?
Gen A. So like, think about that. Think about Gen A when they're 20 and we're the boomers. And they say, oh, why would I buy Bitcoin? All these like boomers have made tons of money on Bitcoin. We're going to make something else. I do think that. Part of my bearish thesis on Bitcoin is that it's just, people just don't like intergenerational wealth.
Yeah.
And
I like that. Gen Alpha. I mean, you leave it to Gen Alpha to do some alpha stuff. You know what I mean?
Also, and then so folks here in the present day are faced with the same situation that OG Bitcoiners were potentially faced with 12 years ago. And now everyone on our timeline can't wait to sell Zeke on any 20 to 30% candle. So we'll see if they were able to hold for 15 years to make $1 billion.
That is not a bad
Or
point.
not.
That is not a bad point. So, okay. So, listen, Alpha in there, y'all. Alpha in Gen Alpha. I need to have kids ASAP then. Because they're going to be the future of, like, whatever next cryptocurrency is. Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's the Alpha. All right, perfect. Tyler, you said it was a big news day. So, why don't we go
For
there?
daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO hour, cause the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. Yeah, up top, crypto majors are down 1 to 2% on the day. We did rebound a bit after the government reopening news, but now since kind of sold back off. Back in the chop, Bitcoin at 102.3, ETH down 2%, 34.20. XRP, Ripple, is leading the way up 3% at 248 amidst its ETF launch that went live this morning. So XRP is on the ETF board now. In headlines here, we have crypto fear and greed hit 15. Extreme fear last night, lowest level since March 4th, 2025. Our White House press secretary said the October CPI data may never come. We may just never get it, and that the systems may have been irreversibly damaged. So we'll see if that's accurate. In prediction market news, a lot. So FanDuel partnered with CME. They're launching a prediction market. FanDuel predicts it's going to be a mobile app. Polymarket partnered with Yahoo Finance to embed their markets directly into Yahoo. They also announced a partnership with UFC earlier this morning, right ahead of the show. So a couple big partnerships there. The U.S. Department of Justice formed a crypto scam strike force with the FBI and Secret Service to target international pig butchering networks. Coinbase is leaving Delaware and reincorporating in Texas, citing a more favorable regulatory climate in Texas. SEC Chair Paul Atkins clarified network tokens and digital collectibles were not securities, so a little bit more guidance there from Paul. Visa launched a pilot to pay creators and gig workers in USDC. And that Zcash data that we talked about yesterday, Leap Therapeutics, that stock went up like 400% yesterday.
Wow.
I'll check in on it now. So today it changed. It transferred over to the new ticker, so I'll have to look it up. But yeah, it closed the day up 368% yesterday. And then Canary filed for a MOG ETF.
Mando.
So the meme ETFs may be coming. In token airdrop and protocol news, Hyperliquid paused Arbitrum withdrawals after that HLP vault suffered a $4.9 million loss tied to that PopCat position. We were watching PopCat live on the show. Like that was manipulation. Aerodrome announced plans to merge with Velodrome and launch on Ethereum and ARC. They're also doing a token merger. As a part of that, Lido proposed enshrined buybacks, $4 million a year, capped at $10 million a year, along with a lot of other updates as a part of their quarterly review. SWI unveiled a native stablecoin USD SWI. Seismic raised $10 million from A16Z to build privacy-focused blockchain. And then Fantasy Top, this was not official news, but it was all over the timeline. I think some messages effectively got leaked, but basically Fantasy Top team is not leaning into a TGE anytime soon. They continue to look for product market fit, and a lot of their whale players are not happy about it. In NFTs, 3D Hoodie Punk sold for $629,000 yesterday. So still a pretty big sale for this market. And then Yuga's the other side debuted the Nexus, their new social hub, opened up yesterday. A lot of positive reviews on the other side. That's our roundup.
It's a big roundup. So let's talk about this PopCat thing. Yesterday on the show, we were laughing because the chat was like, yo, PopCat's up 20%. And turns out it was HLP getting played again.
Not great. I mean, it seems like this one was perhaps a little bit more locally controlled than the last one was Jelly, right? Yeah. I guess similar situation. It ended up having their Arbitrum-based deposits and withdrawals paused during this. They were processing normally a few hours afterwards, trying to kind of go through. Decrypt wrote an article about this. I don't think we have a whole lot of other details. Basically, someone passed on $5 million of bad debt.
Yeah.
PopCat. They withdrew it from OKX, split it across 19 accounts, used it to long PopCat 5x leverage. Then they were liquidated for a combined $25 million of PopCat, losing the $3 million in collateral and effectively giving it to HLP. So that's how it played out.
Tam, HLP ended up long $28 million of PopCat. That's how they got him. Jesus. That's great. Bob Black sends his regards, you know?
Is that about Black's coin? I didn't know.
No, back then, Bob Black's was like Omega short PopCat. It was a whole thing for timeline, like at the top too. And he was like on the vendetta, like it was a war on the timeline between Bob Black's and the PopCat. But anyways, the bigger news, definitely more important and bigger than PopCat, Tyler, is the government. Looks like did your bets hit or what?
I had a lot of bets in. Thank you for asking. So
Oh, here we go.
Let's go. He loved that one.
I was no on November 16th, which did resolve. That was an underdog bet because that was a heavy favorite, even into like Friday, Saturday of last week. And then yesterday, there were individual day markets. So November 12th was sitting at like 70%, and November 13th today was sitting at 30%. And I saw Doma, one of the best whale. He nailed the election bet. He was on November 13th. So that kind of spiked my attention a bit. And the resolution criteria for the polymarket line was that this OMB site had to update to say the government is reopened. So it wasn't just news out of Washington that it was open. This website had to be updated. So I took a flyer on the no at 30 cents. It went all the way down to 3 cents. I held. I didn't add. I should have added. Anyone who got that 3 cents hit a 30x because it did resolve to November 13th because the site didn't update till today.
Yeah, look at the chart on MYRIAD. It like flipped completely.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack from this one. Like this was an example where most of the prediction markets had it wrong early.
Yeah.
And then this polymarket line, this is not fun. I like polymarket. I use it regularly as well, along with MYRIAD and others. If you want to, like, the spirit of the market was out of line with the resolution. So like the spirit of the market was the government reopened yesterday. So like if you want to lean into like this truth-telling machine, and prediction markets have it first, like all these narratives that we're seeing, like you have to balance that with resolution criteria. So like this website being the resolution criteria, like, oh, you have to read the rules. It didn't actually update till November 13th. Well, guess what? Like, noobs coming in the door who want to play on these markets. Yeah. They want to play the spirit of the market, right? Like I don't think they want to grind, edge cases.
I see what you mean.
In the fine print. So I think we have to balance that, right, as a broader space. And then the other impact about this too, like there's a growing group of folks who just love shoving in big on like 85%, 90% favorite bets to get them bond. Someone lost like 500K on this market because they shoved in heavy at 90 cents. And then it didn't hit.
Hey, this goes to show you, man. You can't just be shoving like that, Yeah,
you still have to use your brain.
It's okay. He wasn't shoving. He was airdrop farming. So $500,000 maybe will come back to him tenfold in the form of an airdrop, in poly tokens.
Not sure I'm banking on that.
Yeah, me neither. Speaking of poly market, big news out of the FC this morning.
Yes, they now have a new partnership with the UFC. I think they're going to integrate new UI, new visuals, live with fighting events. And someone was saying that they've had a laundry list of big partner announcements. They're clearly leaning into this.
Insane.
The past few weeks, they've got Google, Yahoo,
NHL, Yahoo, UFC.
So they're building it out.
Yeah. I mean, you got to put that $2 billion to work, right? So, I mean, more, right? Because they've raised multiple times. So they've got a lot of money. I mean, what do you do with all, like we were thinking, right? I think we talked about it on the show too, right? Even in terms of what do you do when you have that much money? You can only badge up so many KOLs, right? So, and buy so many Instagram accounts. Like if anybody here still uses Instagram, like you open Instagram, it's all like casinos and prediction markets now, like sponsoring different pages, like meme pages, etc. I think you mentioned that, Tyler, like your wife or something sent you something. Was it? I forgot who it was. But it's you got to pay for partnerships like that, They were probably fighting with cash on that one. I wonder how they scored it. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, a lot of these partnerships have been kind of dual, right? Whereas like Kalshi's,
yeah.
So I think this is one of the first where we've seen just polymarket so far.
This one said exclusive, but you know what they do very often, guys? One of them gets the deal exclusive, but it's like a 30 to 60 day media exclusivity, meaning that like it'll say that it's an exclusive deal. And then on day 31, 61, 91, let's say, there's another partner that comes in. Having seen a lot of these deals, it's usually how it goes. I'm not saying this is like this for UFC. I don't know the terms. Like I don't think the UFC double dips. it doesn't seem like they do, right? Like they don't have many crypto partners, like just VeChain, for example, right?
Yeah.
In like crypto.com or something, but like one exchange. So they don't really tend to like overdo the partnerships, but like a lot of these wallets, integrations that you're seeing online, like they do that. They don't mind like double, triple, quadruple dipping. Like they do multiple partnerships. So that's kind of how these have been, but good for prediction markets, I guess, in general. Love to see that. What else, Ty?
I think this FanDuel news was very interesting to me, and not just the headline. So if you dig into their announcement, somewhat buried in the second paragraph, I'm going to read it. As new states legalize online sports betting, FanDuel will cease offering sports event contracts in those states. So my interpretation of FanDuel and DraftKings, and I kind of already thought this, is they're going the prediction market route right now because they're banned in like 20 states. And they're saying explicitly, if we are unbanned in those states, we will walk back the prediction markets. So it feels like a bridge solution.
Yeah.
Like they aren't necessarily intent on launching and competing in the prediction market space, but they also don't want to have their lunch eaten by Kalshi for the next couple of years while this all gets resolved.
I think that's what's happening here. Like some of these guys are just getting frustrated by the fact that they've had to jump through hoops for a while on a lot of this stuff, and then this new model has just come through. And to their credit, a lot of them are adapting pretty quickly to it, right? Like, they've been like, right, we need to get on this. We can't just have this lost for so long. So, boo-hoo for the casinos, obviously, but like you can understand why some of them would be like, this is like to run a casino in the US, like the level of regulatory scrutiny is unbelievable. Right, it is truly unbelievable. Like, and they do it on a state by state level for good reason. So, yeah, the idea that this is suddenly like that is, I think, has gotten these guys slightly frustrated, but at least they're moving quickly.
Yeah, this post says it all, right? They go, FanDuel and DraftKings has ended their pursuit of sports betting licenses in Nevada, for example. Like they've just ended it. They're like, we're not going for it anymore. I guess it's a great way to peer pressure the peer pressurer. I mean, it's kind of like a reverse Uno card, It's like, hey, you don't want to give us a license? We found a loophole around it. And I guess that's super bullish, right? Because for prediction markets, because it may force these states to kind of to throw a towel in their fight against prediction markets.
It's probably going to accelerate the resolution of all this. I would agree. Yeah.
Right, like now it's like because we know they've been attacking Kalshi. A bunch of states get to like Massachusetts, Nevada, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe now they're gonna be like, okay, we're just not gonna pursue that because FanDuel and DraftKings are massive. No, in the states, Tyler, aren't they like the biggest?
They're the big dog. Yeah. And I mean, Underdog is up there too, and Underdog also is getting into this. So like all the big players are. So it's a big trend to watch. Other than that, like maybe tomorrow we can talk on like the fantasy top thing. That's perhaps a longer.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what's going on. I read a few posts. I didn't really get it, so I kind of didn't bring it up. But
yeah, it's fine. It impacts a much smaller group of people, right? Even at its peak, it only had 1,000 weekly users. The Lido fee switch. I didn't realize Lido's revenue numbers are pretty low, so I think that kind of jumped out to me when I went through their earnings. So them turning on a buyback switch is nice, but then you're also kind of opening that Pandora's box of like, if you want to be valued on your fundamentals and the fundamentals aren't that great, are you mispriced? And like Lido's not up today, it's down. Of course, the market's down, but generally you would expect some kind of a pump after a buyback announcement. So we'll monitor that one. The Aerodrome, I haven't totally unpacked that. I mean, Aerodrome's been one of the leading tokens of the past month, perhaps front running this announcement with Velodrome. But they're expanding off the base. They're going to be on ETH and ARC Circles chain. It's a big expansion. They're going to do like a 95-5 token split merger with Velo. So I need to dig into the specifics on that. But
a lot of stuff going on there in that ecosystem. That's for sure. I think, guys, I think I think our bull case just dropped. We were looking for different narratives, Mandor, at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, what is it?
It's your boy, Raul. Your boy came in handy here. He goes to the U.S. government open. What's next? He's talking about the Clarity Act, which he's actually, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
I forgot about Clarity Act. He's actually right about that. That could be a catalyst. He's saying there will also be stimulus payments and the big, beautiful bill fiscal goosing. China will continue balance sheet expansion. Europe will add fiscal stimulus or extra spending. The debts must be rolled, and the Gov wants to superheat the economy into midterms. This is the liquidity flood. The spice must flow. We will study the great liquidity flood of Q4 2025.
I like this. I mean, this has kind of been the headline macro thesis of like the last couple of years, right? Just different catalysts, but still one larger theme of money printing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Plus,
we the bull takes. There's not a whole lot out there.
Plus,
so we'll take it.
Per your headlines, then we'll go to our guests. I see you guys in the Stu, Arthur, and Gabe. There's no more data. I love you.
Such a strange headline. Like, hard to read too much into it, just because you know how the White House can be at times. But basically said, no October CPI. You're never going to get it. And we may never get it again.
I love it.
Said, like the Dems broke the system, which doesn't really pass the sniff test. Like,
You may never get it again is a wild statement.
No more data. The White House tweeted we are so back, and we got a bunch of the Epstein emails getting leaked at the same time.
Oh,
I love it.
The Epstein's. Yeah, it was. What a week. What a day.
Yesterday on Twitter was definitely a day. Anyways, I see Arthur and Gabe in the stew. I'm gonna bring you guys up. Let's talk about pump parties. Talk about trading. Let's talk about social apps. Even Mega ETH. You guys, are they on? There's no camera on, right? Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I was like, wait, what? Let's see you guys earlier. Arthur, Gabe, good morning. How you guys doing today?
Good morning.
What's up?
It's another beautiful day in paradise. You guys want to maybe give yourselves maybe a little intro, Gabe, Arthur, both of y'all, and what pump party is, and then I'll let Tyler lead the way.
Yeah, sure. So I came from like software in big tech, and I entered crypto in like a couple years ago, and yeah, we're creating Pump Party, which is a brand, and also it's a movement, and also like a platform of products. The movement is around, we kind of saw that a lot of the crypto industry is kind of not very creative, kind of not very enjoyable, and we're trying to make stuff that just really freaking fun and just cool, right? And Clash of Clones is just our first like rendition of that.
Yeah, well, tell us what it is. Yeah, so I think a lot of our listeners probably are hearing about Pump Party for the first time, so we'd love just kind of the high-level overview, and then we'll kind of get into some details.
Yeah, sure. So Clash of Clones is a way for you to represent your trading style and strategy within like intent, right? So we designed an agentic workflow where you can just plug and play different data sources. For example, say you want to listen to stuff from Reddit, from Kaito for your specific token or specific topic. Or you want to listen to different like order flow information from across like dexes, and then store it into your like data store, and then have a prompt chaining to be able to just make a decision on what trades you're going to make. And we've kind of conceptualized that into the feeling of clones, right? Where this is you, right? And it's unbiased. It's 24/7. Always listen to the data, and you could like let it compete, right? Yeah.
Wait, so it's a clone of you that trades for you?
Yeah.
Wait, we need to do that for Mendo, Tyler. What the fuck?
Well, we need for all three of us. We need to have the FOMO hour Clash of Clones.
Yeah.
Like, so we would basically go through like a workflow that you have in the app, and we give it some prompts.
Are you familiar with Flora.ai?
Yeah, I'm not super familiar.
So essentially, what LLMs are really good at is making like scoped decisions. If you ask it to do something really freaking complex, it kind of fumbles because there's a lot of steps. It's hard to capture the nuance, right? But if you chain it into like multiple steps, you break down what you're doing into multiple steps, then it's it's incredible, right? It fills in those gaps. So basically, we just set up there's multiple steps, and you define what happens into each step, and you also define which data you're listening to. Yeah.
All right. So is it real money or is it like simulated? Like how does it actually work for these?
Like, no, it's real money.
Okay.
So you can think of it like it's just a trading bot. If you boil it down into just the bare fundamentals, it's a trading bot. Mm-hmm. But we've made it easier to compose your decisions and like capture your intent. Yeah.
Is that Kook?
Look at that. Kook is third.
Interesting. So basically, Kook came in. He went through your workflow, built out a version of himself, and then seeded it with like a 1K or 10K or something, and said, "Hey, just start trading for me."
Oh, right now it's more. Right now, when you go in, you're just kind of creating the clone and the intent. But in terms of the workflow, we're releasing that probably like next week. So right now it's more like we're in the phase of voting, kind of getting it out there, and kind of capturing like generally what your bot is doing. And it's a little game for people to,
It's like a Fallout, our Fallout shelter before we release Fallout. So it's like a mini game. You're gonna create a character, and after that, we're gonna release a second portion of it.
All right, so we're in the setup phase. So we're building out our agents, fine tuning them, getting them ready for the big show.
Yes,
is where we're at. All right. Well, and you guys are building on Mega ETH, right? So I'm curious, what went into that decision?
I've thought about this a lot. So, when you think about the general ballpark of performance, there are like comps, right? Like with Mega ETH, but so the reason why I chose them very specifically is that out of all the teams I've met in crypto, they're the only chain that I met who. It's going to sound a little bit corny, but I could kind of tell or feel that they really believe in an on-chain future, right? It's like most chains I've kind of like met or kind of interacted with, besides like ETH, it feels to them that like on-chain is a tool for their ambition, right? And there's like a lot of kind of facetiousness. It's like they're businessmen, right? They're businessmen using like on-chain, but when I met like the core team, I could kind of feel it. It's like, this is the future. This is gonna this is gonna happen. And if you look at all the great movements that have changed things in history, it's always come from like a desperate desire, like this ideal. Like, why did Bitcoin exist in the first place? It's like to free some control from the government. It's like it's free money. It's like there's no centralized whatever. And you just look throughout history, it's always that. And so when I met like the Mega ETH core team, I felt that. I was like, okay, there's something there. Yeah.
It's a pretty powerful endorsement. I'm sure happy to hear that. So I talked to the Euphoria team and now you. So this is I think you guys are like the second app team I've talked about who's building on Mega ETH. I am curious. So like, did you go through like the whole Mega Mafia process? Like what was that all like?
Yeah. So it was good. Like, because we're a cohort, it's other people who are all also building, and we kind of have this similar vibe that we're trying to pushing through. And me specifically, actually, I went to we had like an offsite in Berlin, and they provide a lot of, I guess, like support and kind of guidance for how we should view the product, how we should,
So zooming back into the product. So what are folks, when this goes live for trading, what are folks trading? Are they going to be trading majors? Are they going to be able to be trading on leverage? Is it meme trading? Is it stock trading? Like what?
Eventually you want everything across like meme trading I guess like mids as well. But initially, it's just going to be like blue chip.
So I think that that's kind of in line with this new trend we're seeing, where like FOMO app is doing this. I think Euphoria kind of is too, where you want to get a cool UI and have people and get people in the door, have fun trading like a more narrow set of assets, and then once they're in the door and it becomes a little stickier, then you roll out the scope.
So yeah, the closest comparable is actually N of 1, like Alpha Arena, if you're familiar.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
I've heard of
Yeah, you have like different LLMs that are competing against each other.
Mhm.
But then we looked at it that we thought it would be a lot cooler if it was like people, like AI people.
Yeah. It's less interesting to watch just random LLMs compete versus LLMs that are branded by people that we know.
Ooh, okay, two things. One is that the interesting part is that it's each LLM kind of represents a country, right? So there's some like support there. But the second part that we're building in is that imagine you could take that particular like trading style and you could just tweak it and remix it and make it focus on the particular assets that you want to trade. Right. So the purpose of the competition is actually like, one, it's fun, right? But two, once you have this leaderboard, then that's like distribution for your clone that people can rent out.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I was going. So that's where this gets more interesting and the social aspect kind of comes in a little bit. So let's say Kook wins and Kook has the best bot. I'm able to effectively use his bot to trade for me. Is that
Exactly. But not only that, you can change the strategy and add your own like insight and your own kind of data sources into his bot.
Oh,
Commando bot.
Wow. Okay. So I can take Kook bot and I can fine tune it to make it better.
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be great. Tyler using a Kook bot to trade.
I
like that.
I'm picturing Froke taking Mando's bot, but then like reversing two of the major rules to open up more things.
Exactly.
Oh my god, Mando, we need to get you on this thing, dude. I need to clone you. I'm so tired of this trading shit. You know?
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I'm tired, boss. Can we just copy you, clone you, or whatever?
So take a lot. So like, let's say Mando makes a trading bot and it crushes, and like 100 people want to use his bot. Like, will he get fees on that? Like, what kind of fees are we talking about?
We're still like deciding on exactly what the fee structure will look like because we want to make sure it like makes sense. Maybe we played around with the idea of a bonding curve on the like purchase of the bot, but we really need to think about it because we want to do it right. We're not sure yet, basically.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, we're gonna think about it seriously after the competition.
When's that competition?
It should happen early next month.
Okay.
Yes, maybe lay out like what does the future look like. So you've got Clash of Clones going right now. This trading content up next month. Like what should folks expect?
Okay, so next week should be the agentic workflow on testnet, and then 2 or 3 weeks after is just like real money mainnet trading. Yeah.
All right. Pretty cool. I guess anything you want to leave our listeners with, so where they can find you at Pump Party X.
I guess like pumpparty.com, and I guess the last note is that our intention is a platform, right? So we're gonna have another announcement in a couple weeks. Very, very excited. It's like building on top of the bare bones like trading interfaces, and it's going to be great.
Awesome. Well, a little cryptic. So you're leaving it up to our imaginations here. But thank
we're
you.
teasing it.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys walking us through all this.
Appreciate you guys having us.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Look out. Good luck.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oops. There you go. All right, Mando. I do want to clone you though. I'm dead ass.
Is that where we're going? Is that where we're going with the clones?
You just go into their shit or whatever, make your own, and just go clone yourself and give it to me, man. I'm tired, dude. 1013, like this market is so ruthless, like it's just pain.
Is that where it is right now?
Yes,
So-
it is where it is.
Remember,
know-
it's not the bear market until somebody comes on and pitches RWA's
In Dubai.
Georgian olive. Whatever the fuck that was. Olive farms.
That is deep show lore. That is like that was pre-Tyler. That was like I think we still have that
Sims
clip.
was around for that, wasn't he? I remember it was me and OSF. Some
I wasn't
bro
even
came
there.
on-
I was traveling.
What was it called again?
Olive. Okay, so Tyler, picture this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I read all the interviews in the OSF Mando 9 days. Like all the interviews, it was all me. And we'd get a lot of like show partners come on, like sponsors, like they would pay us, can come. We would announce it like this is a show partner, like PayPal or whatever, so people know. But anyways, one day Bernie was in charge of getting us the deal. Somehow Bernie, we decided to put Bernie in charge of FOMO Hour at the time.
Somehow.
And that blame Loxley for that. And that's some poor management decisions right there. And I'm kidding. Bernie did a great job. We love Bernie. We love Bernie. He's our favorite. Anyways, Bernie. So I'm like on the other side of the world, Tyler. I'm like in Dubai or Korea. Like I just remember it was nighttime. I was in Hong Kong. It was like nighttime for me. And then I see the FOMO Hour chat exploding. Like Mando texting, OV, Sims, Bernie. I was like, what the fuck is he laughing? And then 10 minutes later, I get a message saying, like, yo, like the partner's not happy. Mando was making fun of them on stream.
No, it was a pitch for you owned a part of an olive farm in Georgia.
Yeah.
Bernard was just like, yep.
I had my
Turn it up.
I don't think
It
Bernie
was an
did-
NFT. It was an NFT. I think it was on base. Was it? Was it like
Yeah,
a base?
We have mega DD requirements for this show, and you know this now. Like we're like really even more now than before, but like we still have like DD, right? I guess Bernie kind of like thought it was a great idea.
I wasn't mean. I just couldn't stop laughing at the end.
And so Mando was crying like during the show, like he was interviewing the guy, and he was crying at the same time.
That's when you know. That's when you know it's the bear. When that's the best part that you've seen for months. And Burns just waved them through.
Oh.
We're not there yet. We're
Do
not
we
there.
have do we have the olive farms clip still? Maybe Sims. That was something. Oh,
Sims was really annoyed.
yeah, Sims was like, mate, like this
Can't
is
be
our-
doing that. Can't be doing that. I was like, I couldn't stop. He wasn't even from Georgia. That was the thing that got me. It was like he wasn't even from Georgia.
Yeah, see, you have some people in this chat. They were there. Both of them were trying not to laugh. And then as soon as they left, like this, like the guests leave, and usually we close down ourselves. Mando just could not even like I think Sims had to end the show.
It was bad. It was bad.
Oh my god, man.
That's
Oh.
deep show lore. That's deep show lore.
This guy saying thought he was going to pass out from laughing. Yeah, BL8 was there. Leo, see, there's a lot of people still here. Oh, that was funny, man. I remember seeing the clip. Yeah, it was before Yug. It was before everyone. Charlie was ish with us. It was really just you, me, Sims, and Ovi in the FOMO.
I think it was an OV changeover period. It was like maybe Tyler was about to come in. That was one of his final shows, but it was a.
It was at a time where Ovi was really on his way out. Like he was not. Like there was a whole month where Ovi didn't say a word.
months. I think is.
It was months where Ovi just did not say a word.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so funny. Just thinking we'll find you the clip, guys, and we'll play it on here tomorrow if I find it tonight. Like it was just so good. Anyways, should we give some money away?
let's do it.
That was so funny. How's the global M2?
Wait, we really made the code Tyler's teller. Really gonna do this?
Perfect.
Oh my god, that was a good. That's a good website. That password. Let's get your teller on for fun. I would love that. That would be hilarious. Teller and your doctor. Remember your doctor gave us Farcoin?
That was one of the most profitable tips I've ever given out.
Yeah.
Farcoin was at 30 million.
That
You did that
was
clip.
2.5 billion.
Yeah, it was one.
All All right, Charlie, I think today we did weighted volume giveaway. So we, like I told you guys, every day we tweak it. Some days you only have to put like $1 on YEET. Some days we do weighted volume. Some days we give it to our biggest volume people. We fuck around a lot with the rules on purpose to make sure it's fair for everybody. So today is a weighted volume. Holy shit, look at the wheel.
Whoa.
Oh,
I think this is great
hey,
because it's pretty
listen.
fair for people.
listen, it's just fair. You know, some days the big boys that gamble a lot using our code need to win too, you know? So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
It's like one shit. We do this like once a month. Like, come on, I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, by the way, yeah, exactly, Tyler. Like that's like the first time we do this.
I like this. I think this is better. Like because some of these people are properly doing it and they never win.
You can tell the guy gambles a lot when his comment is now this. Hey guys.
The Arsonic wheel for a morning minute would be an interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Arsonic.
Who is that? Just
Arsonic is from here.
I know, but is he a relative of some sort of yours, Tyler? Like...
He's an artist. He's the homie. He's from where I'm from.
Memes of 6529 show together back in the Bear. He's an artist. He did Sergeant Pepe. He's done
incredible.
He's really cool. He's from where I'm from. He's actually a REKT trillionaire as well.
Wow, yeah, he was a REKT trillionaire.
Yeah.
No, I've seen him around. Obviously, it's not that I haven't seen that, but like the him and Tyler relationship is close. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we got close there.
There's something there. Let's spin the wheel. This would be hilarious if it doesn't hit. Hold on. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god!
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Hey, what up with the people saying it's not fair? What's up with everybody in the comments saying it's not fair?
What's beating me?
Oh my god. What's up with everyone in the comments saying this volume thing was not fair, huh?
Labuco's here too. He's laughing. He's laughing as
Labuco's. Hey, what's up with everybody in the comments complaining that this is not fair? What's not fair now? All right, let's do some lamb chop. I feel like it's gonna be a big one.
Let us know what you want to do, Labuco. What mode? How far you want to go?
That's funny, man. Wow.
We typically do easy.
Wow. Yeah.
But I want you to confirm if you can. Oh, we're not. We're not spooky. Oh no.
I want the Christmas one.
Christmas is coming.
Easy 6 tiles. That's what he said.
6 tiles. Okay.
All right, let's go. Well, congrats, you already made $500. That's for sure. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
no way, bro.
Not the one
on the 6 tiles. See, Mando. See what it is? Because he said 6 tiles, so Mando set it up at 6 tiles.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, come on.
That was brutal. All right, Labuco.
What do you want to run it back the same? What do you think? He's thinking.
That was funny though. I have to say it. It's not.
I feel lucky about this one. This one feels lucky.
Tracks. All right.
Oh, let's go.
Tracks.
Oh yeah. This is it. Oh, that's a barn run. That's a barn run.
Feels like a barn run now, doesn't it?
It's a barn run.
That's the warning side. Two wolf attacks.
Labuco, you've had a lucky day. You know, like you were chosen.
This guy had the tiniest little sleeve on the wheel.
2 more says that he wants to get 900.
All right.
Oh,
he survived it.
Bro, this is a barn run. He survived 3 of them.
Oh my god, this guy.
You gotta barn it.
I don't know.
You gotta barn it, right?
Barn it, bro.
I've never seen this.
Okay, let's just take a minute for him.
Take a minute. Okay, let's take a minute. Mendo, have you ever seen or even like 3?
I mean, this is a lucky day for Labuco. Let's be honest. Like,
I've seen 3 before.
Okay, what do you want to do, Labuco?
I love how the chat is like involved. Like they're like.
Give us a sign of life here that you're still watching.
Fuck.
His sign of life is fuck. No, he's cashing.
Oh, he's cashing.
Stick to your systems. We did a whole
cashing.
A plan. I think you should cash. I would cash too.
I'm not cashing
I mean, that is an incredible run.
I'm
so
not cashing it.
I think he goes 2 more before he gets killed.
I'm not cashing
But
it.
I would cash here too.
Whatever he wants to do will be the right choice. He's on fire with this, right?
I'm not cashing it.
Cash it. I think you got to trust the man. You know.
He called this how he was going to get killed on
Yeah.
the first run.
I know I have to cash it anyways, guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna cash it because he said cash it. I'm playing around. Jesus, everyone's.
So he gets
I'm just saying.
$1,425.
Riley, congratulations! You make $1,400, Labuko.
Yeah.
Nice little morning.
Oh!
Oh, the king! Wow.
Nissan Al Gaib.
He's in the midst for our all-star run back show now. So Labuko, we had one last week. Perfect. That was an incredible call, Labuko.
Labuko, can you be my new quant?
He beat the
Nissan Al Gaib. Nissan Al Gaib.
Okay, I need to know, Labuko, are you long or short Bitcoin?
This is incredible.
I can't believe I almost made him lose.
This is to win on the volume weighted and then get the maximum you can. He nearly got maximum on the first run too, right?
Yeah, he called 6, so he was almost there, right?
This guy needs a Twitter account.
He beat the wheel. He beat the wolf.
All
Labuko,
right.
what's your Twitter?
Great
He
job.
doesn't own BTC. Oh, that's bearish Bitcoin. Damn, that was nuts, guys. Well, congrats, Labuko. You make $1,400, $1,425. So another big win, actually. This week's been okay, like a couple $1,000s. We're already 3K this week alone, I think. You did the math, man. That we gave our 100K something already.
Yeah.
I think yesterday 110K. Anyways, yeah, Labuko, what's your biggest bag? Just asking, so that I can adjust my positions here as Bitcoin loses 101 again. Ping, no, not ping. All right. Well, with that, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode from our On Reg Radio. Let's go.